I play in a place called Red Deer, Alberta, more than I care to admit. Is there anyone here from Red Deer, Alberta? Yeah, in the flesh. Oh yeah, I know you're from Red Deer. Of course, Tommy's from Red Deer. Classic. There's no such thing as a doctor from Red Deer. We all know that's a lie. Tommy, you're from Red Deer? Okay, don't take this song too personally, but take it half personally, because it's half true. So I play in Red Deer more than I care to admit. Why do I play in Red Deer? I play in Red Deer because they'll pay your rent if you go up there and play a show. They pay you a lot of money. Sometimes you gotta dodge beer bottles. That's part of the job description.
Thanks for coming.
But the last time I played in Red Deer, see, I dodge like the Matrix. The last time I played in Red Deer, I walked in the door with my guitar, and a guy walked up to me and said, "I want to buy your CD." I said, "Okay, that sounds good. This is off to a good start." And then he said, "But I've never heard you play, and I'm not going to stay and watch you." And I thought, that sounds like Red Deer, yeah. But I sold him a CD, so I was obligated to have a 5-minute conversation with him. We started chit-chatting, and it wasn't going very well. So I asked him a probing question. Now, a probing question is what I do when I'm trying to talk to a pretty girl, and I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'll say, "Oh wow, how does that make you feel?" or something like that, you know? And then they'll embellish a little bit more, and we'll keep going from there. And that usually works. So I asked this man, I said, so what do you do? And he said, "I'm a divorce lawyer." Now, I've never been married, and I don't know anything about the legal system. So I asked him another probing question. I said, "How's business?" He said, "Kid, are you kidding me? Business in Red Deer as a divorce lawyer? It's booming. What do you think happens when these guys go to work on the rigs for 2 weeks? What do you think their wives do when they're gone?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "They call me up and they get divorced, dum-dum." Now, I'm an optimist, I'm a bit of a hippie, and I'm a romantic folk singer, so I didn't take too kindly to this. And then he says something that caught my attention. He said, "Hey son, there's a song idea for you, The Oil Rigger's Wife." And I thought, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. But then he says something that really caught my attention. I forgot to mention I'm also a bit of a con artist, and he said, "Son, if you write that song, I'll pay for it to be recorded." I thought, okay, and the wheels started spinning. And I thought, I'm gonna write this song, I'm gonna record it on my laptop, I'm gonna send this guy an invoice for $3 grand. I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna buy a NutriBullet. Yeah, they mesh up everything, it's awesome. And then I went to email this guy the invoice, and I looked at my mailing list where he wrote down his email address, and it's just a squiggly line down the page. So I know what you're thinking, I could solve that problem myself. There's probably like 2 divorce lawyers in Red Deer. There's 1 doctor, he's here. I can solve my own problem, yeah, Tommy, if I just Google divorce lawyers Red Deer, but instead, I've just been driving all over the country, telling this story, talking shit. Now, don't take this song too personally. I wrote this song for money. This song's called The Oil Rigger's Wife. If you're from Red Deer, I apologize. If you're an oil rigger, I apologize. If you're an oil rigger's wife, I really, really, really apologize. The song's called The Oil Rigger's Wife. Well, he had some place to go, so he packed up his F350 and he drove 8 hours to the lawn, standing rig. 1 week off and 2 weeks on, get a little cold and get a little long, and I wonder what his wife did when he was gone.
Told you.
She did the yoga teacher, the Catholic preacher, the bread baker, the undertaker. There's still a milkman proud of him. She didn't have to board of the PTA, the manager, the Safeway. She was a paper boy search time. Spent all the time alone and watched TV, and she went to the gym. Well, the next 2 weeks of work, he really felt like a jerk, and he hatched a plan to get things back to normal. He bought a house twice the size, an SUV to compromise. Because of that house, he had to work an extra couple of weeks. She did the baseball coach and the soccer practice. The man who did her husband's taxes. Now the works are not shipped anymore. The Jehovah's Witness at her door. She could end a world war and a threesome with an Arab and a Jew. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I called my mother up, I said, hey mom, I got a new song. She said, okay, let's hear it. I played her this song. And she said, oh. And I said, oh. And she said, I don't know if I like that one very much. I said, that's okay mom, I don't know if I like this song very much either. She said, no, Tanner, it's not the song's clever. It's the fact that you're putting all the blame on the woman. And she said, I've been married for 34 years, and in a good marriage and a healthy relationship is about more than being just a good provider. It's about being a good partner. I said, oh shit, mom, that's good advice. And I said, when I get around to writing that third verse, I'm gonna have all that good mom shit in there, I promise. But in the meantime, as a narrator of this story, is this thing on? Is this thing on? She did the yoga teacher, the Catholic preacher, the bread baker, the undertaker. There's still a milkman, probably him. She didn't have to go to the PTA, the manager, and the Safeway IE. She was the paper boy's first town. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Cheers. So Tommy, as a Red Deer resident, how did that make you feel? As an educated man from Red Deer?
A little embarrassed.
We'll talk about it after. Generally after the show, that's when we talk about our feelings, so we'll get around to that.